When you're using Google to find images, there's two things you have to think about. One, you want to be safe. Two, you want your images that you find to be legal for you to use. So this tutorial is going to talk you through both of those. So the first thing is about being safe. And we know there's a lot of inappropriate stuff online. So how can we make sure that we are looking at things that are appropriate? Well, we can put safe search on. So if you go to Google, just open up a Google window and you look at the bottom of the page, there should be a settings button. Sometimes it doesn't show up unless you click on images first. So you might have to do that first. Then you're going to click on settings. Once that button is clicked, you're going to see this page come up. What you want to make sure is that safe search is on. So as long as this is clicked, there's a check mark there, then you are on safe search. And then you just want to scroll down and click on save and OK. So now I'm going to click on images again. Now I know they're safe. Now we've talked about this in class. Just because you clicked on safe search doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to see something that makes you uncomfortable. And remember what we said, if you see something online that makes you uncomfortable, you tell an adult, close the cover or turn off your screen, your monitor, but don't close out of the site because it might be something your parents need to follow up with a website about that image. So just let them know, and that will happen. So just be aware of it. The next thing we need to worry about is whether our image is legal for us to use. And remember, we talked about copyright and that photographs are copyrighted, which means that the person who took that photograph owns the rights to that picture. And sometimes they will do a Creative Commons license, which says that they don't care and that we can use it. But you can't just assume that that's going to happen. So the first thing you're going to do once you're in Google Images and you've set up Safe Search is you're going to look for a picture of the animal that you want. So maybe I'm doing a report on skunks. I can put skunks in, click enter, and I'm going to get lots of pictures of skunks. The problem is they're not all legal for me to use. So then I need to do step 2, which is go to tools. Tools are things that help you do things. This is going to help us find a legal image. I click on tools, I get another menu. And what I'm caring about here is usage rights. So again, do I have the right to use this image? So if you click on that, you'll get a drop down. We're going to click on labeled for non-commercial reuse. That just means non-commercial is we're not trying to make any money off this. So now I have pictures of skunks that are legal for me to use. So I can scroll through and look and see if there's a skunk picture I really like. I don't know why I'm getting ferret pictures in here. So I'm going to find, I kind of like this skunk picture. So I'm going to right click on that skunk picture, save image as, and I like to save it to my desktop when I'm working. You could also save it to your H drive. I'm going to save it to my desktop. I want to give it a name that I'll recognize. So I'm going to call it skunk. And then I'm just going to save it. Now that image is saved to my desktop. And I can go in and use it for my web page.